So, what would you like to ask? What is the burning question in your soul, in your mind, in yourself? What's the one question you really wanted to ask, if you could ask any question at all? Go ahead. Don't be afraid.
Mm-hmm. I would just like to remove all my blocks or negative energy that have accumulated.
Good. So, okay. Do you want to know how?
Yes.
Choose. That sucks, doesn't it? Do you want a technique?
Okay, please.
Okay, we're going to give you a technique. Here's the technique to use to get rid of all of your negative blockages. Every morning, this is what you do. You get up in the morning, you stand on one leg, put one hand on your head, put one hand on your ass, and say to yourself, I am brilliant. I am amazing. I am the creator of my own existence. All that I am, I command. All that I am is love. And then don't forget to look at yourself in the mirror when you say that. You'll see how ridiculous you look. And as a result of that, you will never be negative again. You'll always be smiling from that moment forward for the rest of the day. What do you think of that idea?
I'll give it a try.
Oh, okay. Well, we could give you another one. Would you like another technique?
Your point is just choose.
Exactly. Because you see, dear friend, regardless of the technique, it's not the technique that's going to get you to change your life. The Secret, for example, talks about affirmations, talks about changing your psychology using affirmations, using words, using repetition. Dear friend, it doesn't work. You can repeat 100 times, I am brilliant, and you will never truly know that until you choose to know that. Do you see? So it's up to you. Do you want to get up in the morning and be miserable? Or do you want to get up in the morning and have a great day? Your choice, isn't it? Now, if you find yourself in that perspective where all of a sudden everything's coming at you and you're getting overwhelmed, well, don't go into misery at that point. Instead, take a deep breath, relax, and remember that little thing you just did in the morning. You know, the hand on the head and the hand on the ass. And then that way you'll have a smile on your face for the rest of the day. What do you think?
Well, yeah, it sounds so easy. Just choose. So,
it is.
Yeah.
You see, and that's the argument that everyone in this room will give us. It sounds so easy. It's so simple. It can't be that simple. It's got to be complicated. After all, life is complicated, isn't it? If life was so complicated, how come then things are so simple? And so the argument will go back and forth, and we'll keep saying, just choose, just choose. Now, if you really want examples of choice, take a look around you. There's a number of people that have been, through their own willingness to explore, have been choosing. Look at this one. Dear Rene woke up one day and decided that he wanted to get paid to go to sleep. Of course, at the time he was only 5 years old, and he decided to ask his father how he could go about doing that. His father, being the humorous fellow that he was, laughed his head off. So dear Rene, being the intelligent human being that he was, decided to think about it. And after 2 weeks of thinking, he went back to his father and he said, if I become a mattress tester, can I really get paid for going to sleep? His father thought that was rather humorous, and he said, no, not really. They weren't mattress testers anymore. Dear Rene was rather disappointed at the time, totally crestfallen as it would be. But many, many, many years later, he encountered someone who also got paid for going to sleep and realized that that was what he had been missing. And when he chose to allow us to come through, this is what you have. To his credit, he chose to do it in a way that it was easy, to do it in a way that was energizing to him, not harming his body. Many channelers out there harm their bodies, we assure you. And he did it in a way that was expansive to his existence. All because he wanted to get paid to go to sleep. So it's a question of, what do you choose? If he had never chosen this, he had never chosen to get paid to go to sleep, he never would have done this. Interesting, isn't it? So the key for you is, do you choose to be happy, or do you choose to be miserable? And you can argue and say, it's not me that's miserable, it's life that makes me miserable, it's the circumstances that make me miserable. If it wasn't for my wife, my kids, my job, my teachers, etc., I wouldn't be miserable. Well, that's a great cop-out though, isn't it? The best way, if you think of the defining statements that we've given humanity, the first defining statement is, existence is but an extension of yourself. It doesn't say existence is but an extension of everybody else. It doesn't say that. It says existence is but an extension of yourself. And if you think about it for a moment, that's exactly what existence is. And then, of course, the second one, I am sufficient. Well, that's a pretty good statement, because it says that regardless of what you see inside of you, regardless of how your mind judges everything, there is a sufficiency in you that cannot be taken away. You can never, ever, 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 ever be reduced. Unless you choose to allow it, which is where the third statement comes in. I am limitless. My choices reflect my limitlessness, which quite simply says, look, if you're willing to, you could choose limitless existence, or you can just keep judging yourself, keep defining yourself a certain way, keep telling yourself that this is who you are, and the resultant is you will have an existence that is based on limits. And then, of course, there's the others. So what do you think? Do you think you can be happy today?
Yes.
Do you think you can be joyful?
Yes.
Do you think you can let go of misery?
Yes.
Do you think you can choose so freely that you can expand your life and become everything you want to be? Oh, where's that quick yes now? Come on.
I guess I have to know what I want to be able to choose.
Oh, you think? Do you think you have to know where you're going before you choose to go? Dear friend, do you always know where you're going to go before you actually make a choice?
Usually.
Has that worked for you?
Not overly.
So why not try a different methodology? Why not try just choosing and then finding out where you're going?
I like that.
You see? It's like walking, right? Do you need to know where you're going before you put one foot in front of the other? Or do you just start putting one foot in front of the other and find out where you're going? Then you can change it again. You see, the key for you is to realize that when we say choose and choose freely, we don't say choose, make one choice, stick to it, and for the rest of your life you're stuck. We're saying choose, and then choose again, and then choose again, and then choose again, because every choice will lead you to a series of other choices. Every moment is filled with limitless opportunities for you. So it's a question of, do you choose, and do you choose to expand, do you choose to keep forward, moving forward, or do you choose to contract, go backwards? Your choice. Interesting, wouldn't you say?